Pumpkin Princess Scarlet Fierce in your area.
Hey Skull Squad, I hope you guys liked my last post where I wanted to give a big thank you to Ayami Stitches for letting me voice Murdoch once again. Big shout out and thank you to her for letting me voice him. It was fun, but however, I do hope to voice act with you again some other time. But anyways, back to business. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create this highlight that I did here. So since the character I'm using is Ben Tennyson from Ben 10, obviously, I'm going to be showing you how to color in brown hair. So as you can see, I already made a little outline. So in the original style, the characters have highlights spread at the top of the heads, like you see here. So for the base color of his hair, I am using this deep brown Sharpie that you see right here. And then for the highlight, I am going to be using this umber that I just got today. So other than that, let's get started. First, you're going to need to outline the area with your base color. In this case, that would be my deep brown that I used. And then you need to make sure you create the shape of the highlight where it's supposed to go. That way it blends in. Do not outline it with anything else but the base color. That way it looks like that the highlight is blended in and is part of the hair. So now you're going to take your lighter color and just fill in the area where it needs to be light. Just like this. Nice and easy, following the shape that you've created using this art style. Now, if you're doing an anime character, it's going to be a little different, but since this is the original style for Ben 10, I thought I would draw the highlight since I actually know how to draw it very easily. Yeah, now this is definitely cartoon accurate, but this is also in honor of the Dynamite comic that is coming out in 2 months. So it is going to be out in May. Now be careful because these aren't your average Cartoon Network characters, because these are going to look a little bit more like a traditional comic book, and the characters are not going to look like the cartoon. But then a couple panels that I found, I suggest you look them up yourself so I don't have to show you, which I think is just easier in my opinion. Be careful because this is going to have a little bit more violence, it's going to be a little bit more graphic, and you might hear some coarse language. Well, actually, not here, but you might see some coarse language coming out of the kids. Like for example, instead of Gwen calling Ben a dweeb, you might hear her call him an ass, for example. I'm just saying it's not possible, but there might be a little bit of coarse language. Just like Scooby Apocalypse, that one also has a teen rating as well, except Scooby Apocalypse is a DC comic and Ben 10 is going to be from Dynamite. So, again, following the outline you've created using the base color of the hair, follow the outline and color in only that section you created with the lighter color, just like this. And now taking your base color that you used, depending on whatever it is, in this case it's this deep brown, you're going to try to follow where you have outlined and blend that in with the rest of the hair like this. I'm trying to stay inside of the outlines. That way it's a little easier and it looks cleaner at the same time. Just like this. Alright, everybody, I am sorry I did not get to record the rest of the coloring process. So here's the finished product with the hair so far. As you can see how it's nice and blended. Now I know he does look a little bit strange right now because I still need to color in his eyes, which I will be using this green right here, and then I'll just be using this black towards pupils. So yeah, just give me a few seconds and then I'll show you. All right, everybody, here it is. There's the finished product. So there you have it. Thanks for watching.